Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started.
And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth.
Oh, he sheds himself free.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
On first and 10, here's Fields. Here's Freiermuth again. And a well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. The Steelers had 8-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Got his man, it's Warren. Sheds off the tackle. Down inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You look at the Steeler defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense
gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
Hurts throwing complete to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete. Right around the 8. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And then he stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Warren will try the right side. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Steelers' 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Someone sharp in this game. Made a touchdown pass on the 1st drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bailey. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Fields going to change things up here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Gets this out wide to Pickens. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. Gets through and now an opening. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now they run the option on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Barkley, inside handoff, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13. And the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Throwing is Hurts.
This is Smith to the ground. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
On first down, Hurts goes right back to Smith again.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility.
Touchdown! From 17 yards out, and the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add to their lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Hurts fumbles it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A good pickup there, a 22. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Up the middle with Barkley.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He finds his man complete. It's Barnes. And he's corralled, but not before getting First down now, but that clock rolling. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A final shot before the break. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask the defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Slot man moves right.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. The option left is Fields. He'll pitch it. There's a nice move, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
77 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. Fields. For left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 33 yards. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. They will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown, to cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They go play action with Hurts. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain. And an Eagles first down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now back to throw. Looking like Sam is got him in. That's Barnes. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. They'll look to throw again.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
The handoff, Barkley running left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Fields on first down. Got his man, it's Warren. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They toss it to Warren.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Play action. It's Fields.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on third down? Under pressure, and they got to him again. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough of it.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Here's a give to Barkley.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. 2nd and 6 coming up. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Now Fields going to keep it running left.
He'll pitch it back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Look, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowland.
That is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Barnes. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete.
And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Back to throw. Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly